ठीक है, मैं ये कह रहा था वो Yes, hello everyone. Am I audible? Am I audible? Right. Okay, guys, we will just start within a few minutes. Let us wait for more students to join. Right. Okay. Till then, you can introduce yourself. You can tell your name and from where do you belong and what are you doing currently. You're graduated or you're currently studying in any college. So just give me an overview uh, of yourself so I can get to know about my audience. Yes, you will get the certificate after this session. Okay. After this session, there will be one quiz, and after giving that quiz, you can get the certificate. Aditya Singh Rajput from Indore, second year. Okay, hello Aditya. Okay, also mention your branch of study so I get to know that you are from a technical background or a non-technical background. Okay, Patel Sunil. Okay, from Surat. Hello Sunil. BSCCS. Okay, Ambala Ambala Rashmika Bain. Okay, Prathmesh Shelke from Pune. Okay, Aniket, 12th class. Okay, Aniket. Okay, no worries. Ronit from Pune. Okay, Abhishek, BCA. Manju, okay, from Hyderabad. Right. Anand, BCA third year. Okay, BCA in management. BCA in management. How come? Systems management. Okay, I got it. Nishant Reddy from Hyderabad. Okay. Hello, Nishant. Vijay Lakshmi from Raichur. Okay, electronics ENTC. Okay, okay. Yes. Anyone left? Andhra Pradesh, AP. Okay. Hello, Pawan. Yes, no more. Okay, from first year, Dhareni. Okay, what we are covering in this session. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so I guess many of you are from a technical background. Yes, I guess all means major of you are from a computer science background, right? So it will not be very hard for you to get all the things that are delivered in this session. Okay. So in this session, we are going to build an interactive game. Okay, we are going to build a memory game with the help of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, and we will also use one library that is jQuery. Okay, we will also use jQuery. Why I am using jQuery? So that I can reduce my code in vanilla JavaScript. So for that I am using jQuery library. Okay, So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to give you the overview what we are going to build today in this session. So I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so I guess my screen is visible to everyone. Just write yes in the chat box if it is visible. Are we starting from the basics? Okay, see, this in this session, I'm not going to cover the basics and fundamentals, that what is HTML, what is CSS, and what is JavaScript, right? So objective of our session is to see how JavaScript works, okay, what JavaScript can do on web pages, right? Okay, I'll make you understand all the things. Okay, the code which I will be giving, I'll explain you each and every line, so that is not a worry. You just have to be little knowledgeable about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, little bit of HTML, little bit of CSS, and little bit of JavaScript, so that will be very helpful for you guys. Okay. Yes, so I'm going to show that what we are going to build today. Okay, so it is in the browser only. So this is the game that we are going to build today. Okay. So the name of this game is Simon game. Okay, it is basically a memory game. Right. So how this game works, I'll show you. First of all, I have to press a key, okay, any key on the keyboard to start the game. So I'll press enter. So you can see my game is started, and on the top you can see level 1. And you have also seen that this green block was blinked, right? So I just have to remember the pattern in which all these blocks were blinking, right? So like green block was blinked, so I'll click the green block. Okay. Now you can see blue blinked. Okay, so now I'll have to remember the pattern. So first was green, then second was blue, then third is yellow. So from the starting, I'll click all the boxes. So green, blue, and yellow. Now you can see blue blink. So again, that pattern. So green, blue, yellow, blue. Now red. Okay, so like this, you have to remember all the pattern from the beginning. Okay, which block or which color was blinking. So I guess this is the pattern now. Okay, again blue. So you have to remember all the pattern from the beginning, right? Okay, now if you select any wrong block, okay, then your game will be over, and then you can press any key to restart the game, right? So I guess how much time take in this class? We will have only 45 to 50 minutes of session. Okay, so nothing very. It is not a long session, right? I guess everyone got the game, got the idea of the game, what we are going to build today. Simon game. I guess many of you have also played this game somewhere else. Just write yes or no in the chat box so that we can continue. All the guys get the game. What is the game and what we are going to build today? Okay, no. Anyone who got the game? Those who have joined little bit late. So once again, I'll explain the game. Okay, okay, I'll explain you once again. So we are going to build a Simon game. Okay, it is a memory game. You have to remember all the pattern. Okay, in which these blocks boxes are blinking, right? So I'll play this game once again. I'll press enter. Now game is started. So you can see yellow block was blinked. So I'll click this one. Okay, then green. So yellow, green. Okay. Then again green. So yellow and two times green. Right. Now red. So yellow, green, green, and red. Again green. So this is the pattern now. Okay. And if you press the wrong block, you will lose the game. Right. So you just have to remember the series in which these boxes are blinking. the pattern. Okay, I hope now everyone got it. What we have to build, what is the game? Just write yes or no. Yes, you can use that certificate in your resume, and you can use this game in your project. As in the resume you can put this game, so no worries, right? So I guess you got the game, right? So for this, first we have to create a UI. Okay, we have to create a UI for this. Then we have to style our UI css. Then we have to apply the logic, that is the javascript part. Okay, so I have already created a GitHub repository for you. Okay, means for those guys who are not aware about the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So you can take those files in your system, and you can follow whatever I'm doing on the screen. Okay, so you can also do alongside with me, right? So there is no issue in that. So I'll give you the GitHub repository link. So this is the Simon starter files. Okay, so in this starter files, you will get some sound files. Okay, the sound which is playing on the screen. So for blue box, this is the sound. For green box, this is the sound. For red box, this is the sound. And if you are giving a wrong click, okay, then this is the sound. And for yellow box, this is the sound. Okay. Then we also have one index.html. Okay, structure of our web page. Okay, we will understand this, how I have made this structure. And then I have simple style.css in which I am giving basic styles to my elements. Okay, so I'll copy this link, and you can download these code files, starter files. Then you can code alongside with me. Okay, there is no javascript file in this. JavaScript file we will code here. Okay, in the session, right? So we will see how to apply logic. So what I'll do, I'll just share the link of this repository. Okay, I'll close this window now. Yes, we will be using VS code. Okay. Yes, we will make a structure and style from HTML and CSS. So this is the link, GitHub repository link. I'll also pin this. Okay, so pin message. Okay, so I've pinned this link. Okay, in your chat box. So you can go to this GitHub repository, and you can download the starter files, and you can code along with me. Right. So I've already downloaded these files. So this is my folder, Simon game. Okay. Inside this folder, my files are there. So what I will do now, I will open this folder in VS Code. Okay. So I'm using VS Code editor here. Right. So it is very popular and trending code editor. So that is why I'm using VS Code. So you can see sounds file are there for different boxes, right? And index.html is there, in which there is the structure of my page. And I have style.css in which I have given basic styles. Okay, width, height, margin, okay, background color, like these things. Okay, first of all, I'll run this code. Okay, so I'm using live server here for running my HTML CSS file. So I'll click on go live. Okay, then my project will get started. For those who don't have this live server, okay, you can go to VS Code extensions, and you can search for live server, and you can install it. Okay, no worries. So this is the game. Okay, nothing is happening for now because there is no JavaScript. There is only UI. Okay, so UI is very simple. Okay, I'll put this here, and I'll put my code here. Right. So first of all, we have a H1, we have a heading. Okay. So this is the heading you can see on the screen. Press any key to start. So this is our heading that I made with HTML. Then I have made one container, one box in which I have these four boxes. So green box, so you can see this green box. Okay, then red box, I have this red box. Okay, then I have this yellow box. You can see yellow box. And I have this blue box, right? I made this boxes using div only. Okay, div tag. Then I have my footer. Okay, so inside the footer, I have written this made with love by Pranshu Rathore. Okay, And then we have one script.js. So this script file we will make, okay, game.js. Then I have also created a link for jQuery. Okay, so you will also get the link to embed jQuery inside your HTML page, right? So this is HTML code, right? Also, we will also see the overview of CSS code. Okay, inside the CSS code, I have given body a color. Okay, you can see. So background color is this blue color. Then I have give text align center. So all the things are in the center. You can see. Okay, then in the footer, I have given color white. So you can see my footer is in white text. Okay, then I have given some font family. Then I have given some font size of 1 rem, and then I have this level title. Level title is this title. Okay, which I am styling. Okay, you can see I have given a margin of 4%, so you can see little bit of space all the four sides of this, and I have given color white, so you can see white color heading is there. Then we have container, in which these all four blocks are given. So I've given just margin width. Then we have this btn. Btn means these buttons. Okay, green, red, yellow, blue button. And inside these buttons I have given border. You can see black border is there on the buttons. Okay, then border radius 20%, so you can see rounded effect on these buttons. Then I have given game over. Okay, so on game over I want a background color of red, so that is why I have given this. Then we are giving colors to these boxes. So red for this red box. Okay, green for this green box. Blue for this blue box, and yellow for this yellow box. Then I have also created one class. Okay, whenever this box is pressed, okay, so we have to give some blinking effect. So I am giving this blinking effect by this box shadow and background color. Okay, so I guess you guys got the idea what is there in the HTML and what is there in the CSS. Just write yes or no in the chat box. What will be duration of this session? 45 to 50 minutes, as I told you. Right. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. For those who are doing it first time, okay, those who are unaware about HTML, CSS, okay, you guys, what you can do, you can just follow whatever I'm doing on the screen. Okay, so you guys will get a little bit of idea how things are working on this web pages, right? Okay. Okay, I guess most of the students are getting the code of HTML and CSS. Yes, Abhishek, you're not getting the code. So are you using HTML and CSS for the first time? How to get the certificate? I already told you. Okay, after this session, there will be one quiz. So you have to attempt the quiz and you will get the certificate. Repeat once from starting. What I was asking, have you done HTML, CSS before? Okay, I'm here. No, I'm not here to repeat everything from the scratch. Okay, we have an audience of 500 people here. Okay, so I'm not here to waste anyone's time. Okay, if you are not getting it, you can watch it in the recording. Okay, so I guess there are most of the yeses in the chat box. So I guess you are getting the HTML and CSS code, right? So now let us go on the VS code and let us start writing. Sir, my dev, some basics are clear. Things to code with Harry. Okay, okay, you can thank him on his channel, right? So now what we have to do, we have to create one script.js file, right? So here I'll name my file as game.js file. So now we have to make our UI working with the help of JavaScript. Why I'm giving this game.js? Because I have already included this with the name of game.js, right? Okay. So now, first of all, what we need inside this file? Let us think about it. Yes. So first of all, I need a array. Okay. So I need one array in which I will store all the colors. Okay, button colors. So I'm making one array. Okay, and inside this array, I will give all my buttons. Okay, so red, then we have blue. Okay, then we have green. Okay, you guys can also code with me, so you can also make your project working. Okay, I'll code in very slow pace, so don't worry, I'll not code faster. Okay, so I've successfully made one array of button colors, okay, in which we have four colors: red, blue, green, and yellow. Right. Now I want to make another variable, okay, in which I will store my game pattern. Okay. So this is an array. In this array, I'll remember all my game pattern, that which block was clicked, which block was blinked by the computer. Okay, so this array will take elements like this. Okay, let us suppose that red block was blinked first, so red will be stored. Okay, then blue box was blinked, so it will be stored. Then yellow was blinked, so it will be stored. Right. So this array will store our game pattern like this. Okay, which what is the pattern of blocks? Okay, so I'll make this an empty array for the starting. Then once again, I have to make one array. So user clicked pattern. Okay. So in this array, we will store whatever user is clicking. Okay. So this is the computer's pattern, what computer will give you. And this is the user clicked pattern, which user will click on the screen. Okay. So we have two different arrays. Then I have to make another variable. So let started is equals to false. Okay. So this is a Boolean variable. Why I am making this Boolean variable? So I can remember that my game is started or not. So for the first time, I am giving it as false as the default value, because our game will not start by default. You have to press a key to start the game, right? Now next last variable that we need is the level. Okay, so when I was playing the game, you can see on the top level was coming, right? So I'll give this level as 0. Okay, so I have successfully created all the variables arrays that I need in my program, right? Now, as I told you that we are using jQuery here. Okay, so I'll use the jQuery syntax. So I'll use dollar sign, then I'll give round brackets, and I'll write document. Okay, so what this will do, I'll tell you what this thing will do. Okay, so dollar sign is used in jQuery, so it is the syntax of jQuery, and whatever you're writing in this round brackets, okay, so you can select those things in the JavaScript. Okay, just like we select classes, right? We select elements in through classes, IDs, and CSS. So just like with jQuery, you can select different elements of the pages. So here I'm selecting my document. So what is my document? This whole index.html document. Okay, then inside this index.html document, I will make one event. Okay, so that is the key press event. So I will write key press. Okay, so whenever a key is pressed on this document, so what will happen? We will specify that. Okay, so I'll specify one function. So I will make one function. Okay, and inside this function, first of all, I'll check that if not started, if my game is not started, okay, then what we have to do? We will start the game. Okay, so I'll once again I'll write dollar sign, then we have to select the element here. So what I will select here? Our heading. Okay, so this one. Okay, so our heading is press any key to start. So I'll change this heading, okay, whenever our game will be started. So I'll copy this and I'll go to game.js, and here in the double quotes I'll give my head id of the heading hash level title. Okay, then I will change the text inside it, so dot text. Okay, what text I will give? I will give level, okay, space, then I will concatenate it with my level variable, that is this variable. Okay, then what we have to do? Okay, let us first check this code, okay, whether our this code is working or not, right? So let us go to Simon game. Okay, this is the game. Okay, yes, this is our live output. right? So you can see it is asking me press any key to start. So whenever I'll click space, so you can see level 0 is coming here. So this thing I have done here. Okay. So whenever a key is pressed on the document, okay, so we will change our heading, that is level title. Okay, we will replace it with level and our current level. Okay. Now what we have to do, we will change this title. Then after changing this title, we will make one variable, that is next sequence. Not variable, a function. Okay. So what this function will do next sequence, it will create that computer generated pattern. Okay. So I'll just call it here. We will implement it in a minute, and I will change my started to true. Okay. So through this, I will know that my game is started. So simple. Okay. So this was very simple, right? Now next, what we have to do, we have to make that next sequence. Okay, next sequence function. So I will implement this function. Okay, and I will name this at next sequence. Okay, next sequence. So this is our function here. Okay, so inside this function, what we have to do now, inside this function, first of all, we will update this user click pattern to an empty array. Okay, let us say a user have already played a game, so there will be a pattern already in that array. So I am emptying that array. Okay, so that there will be a new sequence generated by our computer, right? Then after this, what we have to do, we will we will increment our level variable. So I will increase my level. Okay, so whenever we will create one sequence, we will increase our level, right? Then what is the next step? We will target our element here. Okay, that is title. So once again, okay, the same line that I've did here. Okay, so this is the same thing that we will do. So you can also copy this statement and you can paste it here. Okay, so whenever a sequence is created, we will increase our level and we will update that level on the UI, right? So now if you go to the output, okay, now if I press any key, you can see level as 0. Okay, and okay, our spelling is wrong. Okay, I got it. There is one typo. Okay, next sequence, right? So now whenever I'll press any key, so you can see now it is giving me level 1. Okay, why it is having level 1? Because now we have called our next sequence function here, incrementing level here and updating it here, right, on the screen. Okay, so this is the first step. Now what we have to do, we have to we have to generate one random number between 0 to 3. Okay, so I'll make one variable. So let random number. Okay, I'm just creating a random number, generating a random number. So for that, we have math object in the JavaScript, and inside the math object, we have random function, which will generate a random number between 0 to 1. So we need numbers between 0 to 3. Okay, so I'll multiply it by 4, right? And it will give you the number in decimal points. So that is why I will wrap this inside math.floor. So I will get only integer now, not a floating point number, right? And why I'm creating this random number from 0 to 3? Because now we will select random blocks from here. Okay, whether to blink a red, blue, green. Okay, so that is why I am generating this random number. Now what is the next step? We have generated the random number. Now you have to make another variable, that is random chosen color. Okay, so our computer will randomly choose any one of the colors from this array. So that is why I've created this random number. So let us give equal to, okay, so button button colors means this array. Okay, and inside this, what we can give our random number. Okay, So now what this line will do, it will randomly select any one of the colors from this array. So this is the function of these two lines. Okay, so don't get confused, guys. Just listen each and every line I'm explaining. So just you have to listen carefully and do along with me. Okay, so random chosen color. So we are selecting a random color from our button colors array, right? Now what is the next thing? In the game pattern, we will push this color. Okay, so game pattern is an array. Okay, inside this array, we will push this random color, whatever our computer is selecting. So for that, I'll write the code. So game pattern dot push. Okay, and what we will push here? Random chosen color by the computer. Okay, now what we will do? We will give our jQuery code. Okay, then here I will select all the IDs. Okay, IDs with random chosen color. Okay, so what, how I am selecting this ID? So hash I am using for ID, and random chosen color will be the ID of the button. So red button, blue button, green button. So you can see the ID are same here. Okay, green, red, yellow, or blue, right? So we will target that button here with this jQuery code. Okay, and we will blink it, right? So for blinking it, I will use one dot fade in function. Okay, fade in function is inbuilt function of jQuery. So I'm writing here 100 milliseconds. Then I'll also fade out. Okay, I'm creating a blinking effect. So don't get confused. So I'll fade in for 10 milliseconds, then I'll fade out for 10 milliseconds. Then again I will fade in to make it visible. Okay, for 100 milliseconds. Right. So now my this block, okay, whatever button is there, okay, that block will blink. Right. Now what is the next step? Whenever a box is blinking, so you have to play a sound. Okay, so when I was playing the game, so you can see some sound effects were coming, right? So I will make another function, that is play sound here. Okay, play sound is a function, and which sound to play, how we will get to know? By random chosen color, whatever computer is choosing. Okay, now our now we have to do what we have to do. We have to implement this play sound method, right? So it will be very easy method. Okay, so play sound. Right, here I will give the name. Okay, so what is the name of the box? That is red box or blue box. So we will play that sound accordingly. So inside this function, I have to just make a variable. So let audio. Okay, or you can name it anything you want. Let sound, right, is equals to, we will make one new audio object. So audio is a inbuilt object inside JavaScript. And here I will give the path of the sound files. Okay, so we have these sound files here, right? So I'll give, so where are our sounds? So in the sounds folder, then slash, then I will give the name, that whatever name we are getting in the parameter. Okay, so it will select blue, green, red, yellow. Okay, then we will add the extension, that is dot mp3. Okay, then what we have to do, we have to simply call the play function on the sound variable. So sound dot play. So it will help us to play the sound, right? So now let us check our code. Okay, I'll press any key. Okay, so you can see that green was blinked and one sound was coming, right? And whenever I'm now clicking this box, nothing is happening. Okay, why nothing is happening? Because we have not implemented that logic yet. Okay, so now we have to create the logic. Okay, so now button click logic we have to create. So I'll come here. Okay, here I'll click that button clicking logic, right? So for that, we will select all the buttons. So dollar sign, then I'll give dot btn class. Okay, why I'm giving this dot btn class? Because I have given this class btn to each and every button that we made. Okay, yellow, blue, right? So it will target all the buttons inside my page. Then I'll call the click method. So whenever a button is clicked, so we have to call one function here. Okay. Now what we will do inside this function, we will make a variable. So let user chosen color. Okay, what is user chosen color? We will make one variable, and how we will get the user chosen color? By selecting a, I'm getting this. Okay, what this will do, it will get which button is clicked. Okay, suppose I am clicking this yellow button. Okay, so this refers to this yellow button. Whenever I'll click this green button, so green refers to that object. So this is the color which you are clicking on the screen. So now we will change the attribute. So dot attr. So this is also a function. So which attribute we have to get? We have to get the ID. Okay, so through ID, I will get to know that which color is clicked, green color or red color or yellow or blue. So I'm getting this ID only, right? Now we got the user chosen color. Now we will push that in user chosen user clicked pattern. So user click pattern dot push. Okay, what we will push? User chosen color. Whatever user will click on the screen. Then again we will play the sound. Okay, so now here we have to give user chosen color. Okay, so we will play the sound. Now we have to, whenever we are clicking that box, right, button, so we have to create that blink effect. So I'll make another function, that is animate press. Okay, so whenever you will press one button, so it will animate a little bit, right? So here we will give user chosen color. Okay, because we want to know that which block we have to animate, red, blue. So that is why I'm taking here user chosen color. Okay, so first of all, then animate is another thing. Most important is check answer. Okay, so we will make another function, that is check answer. And how we will check the answer? Inside this we will pass user click pattern dot length minus 1. Okay, so I am passing the length of user click pattern inside this check answer function. So let us implement this check answer function also. So function check answer. Okay, here what we have to do. Okay, we will give one if condition. Okay, if, okay, so if game pattern game pattern in which we have current level. Okay, so what is the current level? How we will get to know the current level? Okay, that length we are passing here, that will be our current level. So if game pattern current level is triple equal to user click pattern on current level, if these both blocks are same, okay, that means user have clicked the correct pattern. So what we have to do? Okay, once again I will check another thing, that if user click pattern dot length, okay, is triple equal to game pattern dot length. Okay, so why just focus here. Why I'm cross checking once again here? Okay, let us say game pattern on current level have the red color. Okay, and user click pattern on the current level also have the red color. But it is not important that both the lengths are same, right? So that is why I'm also checking the length here, that our user click pattern dot length is same as our game pattern. Okay, so that is the reason for cross checking it, so that we will not have any loophole inside our game. Okay, now if these are same, so what I will do, I will set timeout. Okay, I'll take some time. So set timeout. Inside this I will call one function. Okay, And inside the function, what we will give our next sequence function. Okay, that we already created here. You can see. Okay, and how much time we have to wait? Only for 1 second. Okay, so that's it. Right. So this is our if condition. If pattern is right, so we have to make one else condition also. So else if our answer is not right. Okay, so we will first of all, what we will do, we will play the sound of wrong. Okay, so for wrong we have one sound. Then I will target the body. Okay, body of our page. So body, the round double quotes I have to give. So body dot add class. So add class is a method of jQuery for adding a extra class inside your element. And here which class I will add? Game over. Okay. So this is the same class in which we are giving the red color. So you can see I already showed you this. Okay, game over. So our background color will be red of the body. Right. So that's why I'm adding this game over class to my body. Okay. Now we have to also update the title, right? So once again, I will copy that line, this line. Okay, and I'll paste it here. Okay, now what will be our heading? So our heading will be by game over. Okay, then press any key to re restart. Okay, you can delete this level. Now we don't need this level variable. Okay, then once again, we will wait for 1 second. So set timeout. Okay, I'll time out my execution for 1 second, and once again I will make one function inside this set timeout. And inside this function, I'll go to my body. Okay, I'll target my body and I will remove that class. Okay, that game over class. Because we want that blue color back to my page. That is why I'll remove this class game over. Okay. Then what we have to do, we have to make another function start over. Okay, what is this function start over? It will restart your game from the scratch. So start over, we have to make this another function. Okay, so let's make this last function start over. So in the last, I'll make this function. So function start over. Okay, so what we will do in the start over function, we will give the level to 0. Okay, whenever our game will be restart, so the level will be 0. Okay, game pattern will be again empty array. Okay, we will empty all the game pattern, and started variable that I told you boolean, it will become false. Okay, so I guess I have implemented everything. I'll just cross check it. Okay, so key press is there, btn is there, btn click. Okay, play sound, animate press. Yes, okay, I got it. Animate press. Okay, this blinking animation is pending, right? So we have to make this function also. Animate press. Right. Okay. So I'll make this function here. Function animate press. Okay, this is a function. Okay, and what I have to do inside this function, I'll create a blink effect, right? Okay, so I'll target the buttons. So dollar sign, that ID that we want to blink. So hash. Okay, plus I'll give the current color. And how we will get the current color? With this argument that is passed. So current color, right? Then we will add one class here. So add class, that is pressed. Okay, so pressed is another class that I made in CSS earlier. So you can see this press class, which will give one clicking effect. Okay, so pressed. Now, what is the next thing? Set timeout. Okay, we will also remove the class after 1 second. So set timeout function. Okay, inside the function, once again, I'll copy this line, I'll paste it here. Instead of add class, I will run remove class pressed, and how much time we will remove it after 100 milliseconds. So simple animate function. So now I guess my code is completed. Okay. Once again, I'll check it. Play sound. Okay, 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 okay. Right. So now let us go to our code and let us see if everything is working fine. So I'll press any key to start. So you can see my game is started. So this yellow was blinked. So I'll click on this yellow. Okay, you can see blinking effect is also coming. Now green is blinked. So yellow, green. Okay, then we have this blue. So yellow, green, blue. Then red. Okay, so yellow, green, blue, and red. Then again blue. So yellow, green, blue, red, and blue. So now I have successfully implemented the Simon game. Okay, computer is giving me a random pattern and I am following that pattern and recalling it. Okay, now whenever you click a wrong block, the game will over. Right. So you will see a red effect. Okay, and this heading that we added here. Right. So as I told you that you need a little bit of understanding of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to do this code. Okay. So anyone who was following along with me, have you made it up till here? Anyone here? Right. Okay. Okay. So I guess we are also running out of time. So I'll also share the quiz link with you. Okay. So stopping my screen share and I'm giving you the link of the quiz. Okay. So you can go to that link and you can give your quiz and get the certificate for this session. Right. So just give me a minute. Okay, so this is the quiz link, guys. Right. So you can. I've also pinned this message. Okay. So you can go to this link and give the quiz. Okay, I'll give you one demo how to give the quiz. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen once again. Okay, so you just have to follow the link which is given to you in the chat box. So click on this link. After clicking on this link, you will land on this page. Okay, build an interactive game with JavaScript. Okay, then you just have to click a start test button. Okay, then it will redirect you to course in 3 to 1 seconds. Okay, and you also have to sign up first. Okay, so don't forget to sign up on this website before giving the quiz, and you can just click on this start quiz button and your quiz will be started. And after passing this quiz you will simply get a certificate on your registered email ID. Okay, then you guys can also tag me in the certificates which you are getting. So here is my LinkedIn profile also. Okay, so you can also Okay, so I'm sharing my LinkedIn profile also. Right. So this is the link to my LinkedIn profile. Right. So I hope you guys have learned something new today. Right. And I hope you will be joining our future sessions that will be held on this YouTube live. Right. So it's time to take a goodbye from you guys. Okay. So thanks for being my audience and happy coding, guys. One is the quiz link. You just have to give the quiz to get the certificate. Another one is my LinkedIn profile link.